Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we are looking at the brand new iniBuilds A340-300. We're sat here on the ground at Frankfurt as a Lufthansa 478 with service over to Montreal. We're going to be flying for around 7 hours and 50 minutes over the Atlantic, departing off of 25 centre and arriving on 24 right into Montreal. I've flown a couple of flights with the iniBuilds A340-300. I'll save my thoughts until the end. We'll just do the video first. I'm going to do a review on the aeroplane as well as a separate video to see if it's worth buying. But yeah, we'll jump into the flight deck now and get everything set up for our departure over to Canada. So, welcome into the flight deck of the A340-300. GSX is starting to board the passengers. We're on external power and things are getting set up slowly in the flight deck. It's going to be a while until GSX does board us all. We're basically fully loaded with passengers, 279 passengers today. So we jump into the captain's seat, we go to the overhead panel. Fuel pumps can come on. And we'll get the seatbelt signs on, lights on, and that is everything set up there. So, clear that system page there, and we've got to do the IRSs, one of the most important things to do. So, init reference, and we'll request our flight plan. Oh, that's a very German cabin crew member. Departing 25 centre, and it's going to be the Hoboken 6 November. And the arrival into Montreal is going to be the ILS 24 right on the Rocket 2 arrival. And that's going to be via... Oh, there's no vias. Can we go back? Oh, I don't know what I've done here. Oh, Airbus. We'll delete that and we'll just do it again. So, 24 right. Oh, that was very stern from that cabin crew then. Do you hear that? That looks fine there. Right, let's go through the planned route today. Everything's looking good so far, and it should bring us straight onto the arrival. Like so, fantastic, that's brilliant. We'll set 5,000 as the stop altitude of the SID in Frankfurt, the Hoboken 6 November. Init reference, let's get some things plugged in. Now the tablet is a mega feature of this A340, it's brilliant. This tablet is, it should be standard on every aeroplane. It's really good. We'll take 60 tons today. That should be enough. So block fuel of 60, zero fuel weight's correct. 20. That looks all good there. And we need 8 as our minimum destination fuel on board. Right, takeoff performance, sync, and we'll calculate that. So we'll go air conditioning on as well, we'll have packs on. Let's give us, we'll go flaps 2 actually. I don't really want to, because the clearance on the tail's a bit dodgy on this. So we'll send that, and very simple. It's all built in, so you just click the button, it sends it. Just making sure my throttles are correct. I'm using the one throttle, 2 thrust lever detents. So I've got thrust lever 1 set to 1 and 2, and thrust lever 2 set to 3 and 4. It's a bit of a pain with the settings to try and get it set up, but we did it in the end. Get the APU spooled up. And that is pretty much everything set up on this 340. It's pretty simple until GSX is boarded, and I'll jump back in when we're ready for push and start. Right, APU's on the bleed. Beacon light can come on now. All the jetways and everything's disconnected. Get the APU on, and there are some light flickers on this aeroplane as well, which aren't the best. As you can see, like the screens, if you don't turn them down, they flicker. So that's a little bug. Engine number 1 start. Now, I don't know whether this is true. Please correct me, any 340 pilots out there, or anyone who knows the 340. But I've been told that it's 10% enter, and you throw in the next engine, which we'll do now. I know, we'll just do one side first until they're both available. Yeah, the sounds on this plane are okay. They're good, really good in some cases, and then really poor in others. I mean, they're really good most of the time. There's a couple like that. The electric whine you hear now is so bloody annoying, it's unbelievable. What a cool view that is in the sim. First real 4-engine long-haul plane we've got. Oh, I always get that message, that's wrong. Because we've got 2 avail. We'll go engine number 3 to start. Wait for 10% N2. And engine number 4 can start now. And this is a very long pushback. I have got the GSX profile and I picked the top one, which was 0.2. So I'm assuming we should have just gone 0.1, which was that first, but yeah, because we're getting quite close to the end of the terminal, aren't we? I'll tell GSX in a second to stop us if he doesn't stop. We'll set the parking brake.
Please set parking brakes, waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Oh, hope that didn't break the landing gear. That was a bit janky. Have they just disappeared? I think, yeah, they were just gone. Okay, so we're okay. The plane is in one piece. Just about. Right, overhead panel. APU bleed, APU master off, taxi light on. Jump down, we'll arm the speed brake, flaps set to position 2, start switch to auto. We'll go flight controls and we'll trim. And no, we need flight control stuck, so we're going to do flight control check, full right. Neutral, left, neutral, up, neutral, down. Neutral down for the rudders, full right. Neutral and full left. Neutral flight controls are free and correct. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's go to just make sure my tiller's connected to the rudders and the charts. Very simple taxi today. I'm just going to taxi straight out, last left, and then down to the whole point for runway 25 centre. Terrain on first officer's side, and we'll get the weather radar on, which does work in this aeroplane, on captain's side shortly. Right, test config test pass. Yeah, it's a cool feature that they've got, where you've got the vortex going into the engine, but at this low power, I very highly doubt that would happen. It seems ever so slightly overdone. But it's very nice that it's a feature. It's a bit like in X-Plane. X-Plane, it's overdone slightly. You get that on every single plane included. So we'll continue straight on. This scenery is Aerosoft Frankfurt, using their included GSX profile. When we get to Montreal, it's a very nice scenery by MK Studios as well, which is really nice. I think it's the first time going to Canada in the sim. That's a nice view out there. The 340. I do like the 340. It's one of my favourite aeroplanes. The 600's my favourite, and I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing how Aerosoft and Tolis present their 340-600, which should be coming out sooner rather than later. They've been doing some developer deep dives, and it looks to be very close. Very close. I'm more confident with that than the 330neo, just because Tolis is involved in the 340-600, and the Tolis systems will be unbeatable, I believe, from my experience with these X-Plane products. The modelling's being done by Aerosoft, which is okay, because they're okay at modelling. They did the CRJ, didn't they, and stuff, but Aerosoft products are, well, to put it lightly, a lot of them are absolute crap, and don't deserve any payment, but because Tolis is doing it, I'm more inclined to buy it, and I will probably purchase the 340-600 on day one release, just because it's Tolis involvement. I was very sceptical about buying this, actually, the iniBuilds. It's behaved itself so far. I've had 3 WASM crashes, actually one just before the recording. I did the setup, and I think I changed the departure, it crashed itself, which is annoying. There was one in Wolfsfang as well. I did a flight from Cape Town to Wolfsfang, and when I was putting in the arrival for Wolfsfang, it's all done manually, so you put the waypoints in, it bricked itself, which is really annoying, because that was after like a quite long flight. So yeah, it seems to be an iniBuilds problem, that for some reason their planes have major WASM problems, which I don't know why, because my Phoenix doesn't, my PMDG stuff doesn't, and my iFly, I've never had a crash, WASM crash, but on my 350 and 340-300, 350 I've had loads, and the 340-300 I've had quite a few now as well, or 3, which isn't acceptable in my opinion, but right, we get TCAS on, strobes on, and everything can come on now, all the lights, weather radar to system 1, and we'll turn it up to weather and terrain, and we'll swing it round. So the A340 was known, the 300 actually, was known for being slightly underpowered. It's completely fine on a runway like this, but you see a lot of famous videos at high altitude airports, or Zurich when they're going quite far, but today we should be absolutely fine. Flap 2 with our weights, we're not actually that heavy, and we've only got 60 tons of fuel. If we were doing it off a slightly shorter runway and going, let's say, instead of Montreal, we were going to LA or somewhere like that, you'd probably be pushing it a little bit, but it's still an excellent aeroplane. So let's have a look at my lineup. Is it any good? It's looking good so far. Got some weather directly in front of us. It looks like we're going to avoid it though, and That looks like a pretty good lineup to me. So, right, run, chrono, let's spool them up. And we've got Manflex, runway, SRS, nav blue. And goodbye Frankfurt. See that, in the flight deck, that noise is very realistic. That's a really good noise. That, the engines, you can hear them, but not that much. I like that. So we're already closing on V1, but we've got wet speeds on because it was raining.
V1.
So continue. Let's rotate. Nose up slowly, watching the tail. Wings level, let it weather cock. Positive rate. Gear up. Nav. And goodbye Frankfurt. Thrust climb. Nose down. Going to be accelerating shortly. Flaps position 1. Speed brake disarmed. And we'll start that left hand turn. Flaps position 0. And we are clean. And we'll pop AP1 on as well. And goodbye Frankfurt. I mean, that is such a cool view in the sim. Like a 4-engine plane. There's something about 4-engine aircraft. It's just so cool to see. And the performance, actually, that's one thing I will say. The performance in this plane is very good. It's a lot better than the 350. I don't know what they've done, but I get excellent performance. So we'll go open climb up to cruise. We're not an ATC or anything. You're a lot lighter than I thought. We got up quite quickly then. Doesn't feel sluggish at all. And the takeoff actually felt quite good. We'll go standard barometric pressure because we're climbing to a flight level now. Flying into this weather, but I mean the weather radar's not the best anyway, so as we come out the top of the clouds, a nice breakthrough. Well guys, that's pretty much everything until we start descending into Montreal. So I'm going to leave you with some climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you in approximately 7.5 hours when we're over Canada. Hello, ladies, gents, boys and girls, welcome back into Flight Deck on A340-300. QNH is set at 3005. Winds are checked. Runway has been confirmed as 24 right. Same arrival as planned before. The sun is setting in front of us, and it's been a quite uneventful flight. The 340 has held it well. I had it on auto step climb, but it did it actually pretty well. So we've gone for low auto brake and full flaps. That's pretty much it. We're actually following on the real world aeroplane. We're actually going to land 5 minutes ahead of the real one at the time of recording, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the 340, it's by iniBuilds, it's a good aeroplane. I do enjoy it. I've enjoyed the flight of it. It's got its quirks, and maybe if you're on the fence about it, get it in a sale. I know one of the big problems people have had is that it was in the marketplace store, but I think that was because of piracy, wasn't it? Which is fair enough. It's iniBuilds' product. If they want to release it on the marketplace first, so be it. There's our arrival. Still going to be the Rocket 2. We've got not an ATC, so we've got full clearance to descend down to the minimum approach, or the minimum safe altitude. It's a pretty straightforward arrival, actually. And then this is the arrival runway, and we'll try and get off at Alpha 4, Alpha 5. Was it? No. There, and then straight in, and it's pretty good. 24 right, straight off, straight into the international terminal, which is very nice. No messing around. It's a big airport, Montreal, but it's not that big, so it should be easy to navigate. But everything looks okay there. It'll be interesting to see how it hand flies. I don't have the best track record with flying Airbus aircraft. I always seem to plant them, but hopefully I'll do a bit better with the 340-300. We're going to be taking sort of any stand here. 61 looks to be the one I want to take, so that's not too bad. Just checked on flight radar from the old flights, and it does look like it parks roughly there, so we'll just keep it like that. Airport's in range now. As you can see, the 10-mile fixed ring around the airport is coming to view. The aeroplane's keeping speed quite nicely now. I'd like to see how it. I might take it on VATSIM, see how it deals with like altitude constraints and stuff properly. But it probably did the job. It'd probably be okay. Turn the lights up a little bit. It might get a bit dark when you get closer to the ground. It'd be nice to see the Canadian ortho. I think it's pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be flying right past the sort of old town of Montreal. And here's our beautiful 340-300. That's taken us all the way over the Atlantic. And I like the Star Alliance livery as well. All the liveries are downloaded on the iniBuilds store page. They link straight to the sim, which is pretty nice. We've got quite a few. We've got Lufthansa Edelweiss, Swiss. We've got Old Virgin one as well, which I don't think I'll fly the Virgin one. There's our routing, as you can see. Get rid of the Frankfurt ones. And there's the ILS that we're going to be taking today. Get a bit of speed breakout. I mean, I don't like that sound actually. That's not very realistic. There is a rattle, but it's not I mean, oh, that sounds dreadful with the speed brake out. Can you hear that? I mean, it sounds like someone's recorded someone taking a wheelie bin out. God, that's absolutely dreadful. They're crap sounds, they are. I think that's one of the negatives for this plane. I mean, it's been pretty good so far, but that sound of the speed brake, I don't know what the hell that recording's of, but it's definitely not a speed brake. I mean, I've flown for quite a long time as crew now, and as soon as they put the speed brakes out, it's like a rumble, but a constant mechanical rumble. That sounded like someone was rolling bins down the driveway. Yeah, that's not very good. I suppose they can be fixed though, like quite easily, I'm assuming. And I don't know actually who did the sounds for this, because I don't know a new sound team for them. Because I know that the Synaptic A220 is getting sounds from an in-house new developer, which is quite nice. Get the speed brake out fully this time. I'll just have a listen to it again. They sound absolutely like disgraceful. I mean, I can tell you now from experience flying on a 340 that when the speed brakes are extended, they definitely do not sound like that in the flight deck or anywhere in the aeroplane. I mean, actually, on Airbus aircraft, when the speed brakes are extended, it's really no noise. It's more the Boeings that make more noise. And like there is a rattle, like in the galleys maybe, where the carts and Atlas boxes are kept. They sort of shake in their housing, but it wouldn't sound anything like that. If I heard that noise while I was flying his crew, I'd phone the flight deck and tell them something wrong. But apart from that, the iniBuilds 340 has been pretty good actually. The flight deck's modelled quite nicely. I mean, I might do another video with the IS-1 systems, because we've got the IS-2, EISs, whatever they're called. So we've got the modern avionics, but there is the retro one, which is like a CRT display, which is quite cool. So I might give that a go, maybe do some Edelweiss flying down to somewhere cool, because I know they do like some flights to some nice places. So flat one. I mean the modelling of the aeroplane has been pretty outstanding. It looks very good. I think iniBuilds are pretty well known for making good looking aeroplanes. I mean, their 350 is very nice, and this is absolutely no exception. And I really like how the wings have been modelled, they're quite nice. So the ortho out the window looks quite nice as well, doesn't it? Go off there, straight there. I think it's just a straight taxi. It won't be too hard to find the terminal. The ortho around Canada looks really nice. I think maybe the main cities, maybe if you went up north, wouldn't look as good, but yeah, I think sort of most of American and Canada, it's got really nice ortho. Alright, slowing down to 190 now. Airplane's commanding the left turn. we'll go approach mode, second autopilot. Slow that rate of descent down now to 600 feet per minute. Once we get under the amber bar, shortly, we'll go flaps 2. And we'll go 70 knots pulse speed. And that looks pretty good if you ask me down there. Beautiful. So cool, looking at 4 engines off the wing. That's unbelievable. Yeah, the ortho looks really stunning round here, doesn't it? And I like on the Airbus long haul aeroplanes that the ailerons at the end droop to give you more stability. That's quite cool. It's quite cool that it's modelled as well. We'll slow down that rate of descent still. We haven't caught the glide slope, which we have now. We've got dashed lines on the vertical speed, glide slope boxed. Descending with the glide quite nicely. And that, what's that down there? Is that the stadium? Like where they do the what's it called? The like the shows and concerts. That sounded strange. It sounded like the speaker is being blocked. Did you hear that? Yeah, that's so weird. Like, the speaker sounds like it's been muffled by something, but I've got the speaker on max on the left. Gear down. Flaps 3. Clunk of the gear going down. Have a look outside quickly. And look at that with the ortho. That is absolutely terrific. Brilliant. Right. Rest of the lights can come on. Full flaps, landing checklist complete. Tell the crew that we're landing, and that looks pretty good down there, doesn't it? Beautiful. That looks like a big hill there. That's wouldn't expect that. I thought it'd be like flat round here. Actually put 135 knots. Just give us a little bit of clearance on that tail. That speed seemed ever so slightly too low to me. .1,000 feet. Can't see any pappies. I don't know, is that true to life? Is that... Ah, there you go. Carry. It's done now. Disconnect. But... Oh, yeah, that sounds fine. The disconnect sounds fine, but the RA call-outs are all muffled. It's really weird. But yeah, there's no pappies. I can't see any, anyway. No. Unless this is like there's no pappies and you just use the glide slope, I don't know. Might be 2024 not loaded it in correctly. That's fine. We'll continue. Yeah, it's so weird that the sounds are muffled, but we'll continue anyway. Picture looks good outside.
100 above.
I mean, that's so strange because that was just like normal and loud.
Minimum.
Continue. Start to flare. Close the thrust levers. Down we are. Bang on the centre line. Speed brakes are up, reverses are green. And that noise of the clanking of the gear, I mean, that's not very good either. That sounds like taking a wheelie bin down the drive again. But we're decelerating nicely. Reverse is stowed. And the speed brakes have gone in now because I've pushed the thrust levers up to disarm, well not disarm, but to turn the thrust reverse off. And we'll roll it down here. That was pretty successful, if you ask me. It actually flew quite nice, the 340. It was quite steady on the hand, nothing too bad. So I'll put the flaps in now, disarm the speed brake, taxi off to the left. Weather radar. Get the lights off. And we'll ask GSX for... no, I've got to use the remote, haven't I? Right, we'll slow it down, just make sure I'm all centred off. Start the APU as well. Page. Next page. 61 heavy. And we'll go for no. And yeah, that'll do. Right. APU can come on now. Yeah, that whining electrical noise annoys me as well. I mean, the sounds, like I said, the engine noises are pretty good. The flap noises are good. It's just the odd sounds. Like, it seems too quiet at the moment. Like, if I was sitting in the flight deck of any plane, I'd hear air conditioning being quite loud and the pack system driving the air around the aircraft, and it just seems a bit like lacking in some ways. But it's passable. Like, it's not the be all and end all of the aeroplane. Just for 50 quid I'd like better sounds, to be honest with you. But it's a nice aeroplane. I've enjoyed flying it today. And there's our stand there. So that was a pretty simple taxi, wasn't it? I mean, I couldn't even get that wrong. Add a little bit of thrust, not too much. I don't want to shoot off into the terminal. That wouldn't go down too well with the ground staff, would it? Like I said before, this is MK Studios Montreal, and that's why it looks so good. I don't know how much I paid for it. I bought it quite a while ago. I mean, this is the problem. I've got so many sceneries I buy, I fly it off, well, not recording, and I think, oh, it'd be nice to do a video here, and then I just forget. So that says on the one screen. Oh no, that does look correct. And we'll set the parking brake. APU is on. APU bleed on. Engine 1, 2, 3 and 4 dead. And welcome down to Montreal. So guys, welcome down to Montreal. GSX is unloading the cargo and the passengers, and a very successful flight in the iniBuilds A340 on its inaugural service on the channel. The aeroplane's pretty good actually. I enjoy flying it. I do like. I've got a soft spot for the 340 for many reasons, but it's a good aeroplane. I'm not going to recommend it at the moment. I'm going to do a review, which will be on the channel as the next video, just talking through some of it a little bit more in detail. because I purchased it because I like it, but I can imagine a lot of people would have problems with it, especially at the moment with the WASM crashes that I've been having occasionally. It seems to be every 5 flights. After every 5 flights, I get a WASM crash, and I have to clear the folder, or sometimes reinstall it entirely, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. Apart from that, today's flight has been pretty smooth. The Atlanta gave us a -750, or 175, sorry, that's 750, 175 on the touchdown, which isn't too bad. It was a pretty nice arrival. The sceneries have been good as well, and I fixed my stutter, if you couldn't tell, in the sim. That was fixed. So Microsoft 2024 has been very reliable for me at the moment. I'll be back very soon with another video, which will be the review of the iniBuilds A340. If you do like my content, please consider liking and subscribing. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again very soon in the next video.